Welcome to Happy Hendricks episode 22. So we're back in the garage today, and we're putting the Road Armor rear bumper on, which should go substantially easier than the front bumper. Front bumper was a learning process for sure, and there's still some things to do on it. But overall, pretty happy with it. So we're going to get to the rear bumper. It's about 4:45 on a Saturday morning, a.m. Try and get this thing done before noon so we can maybe do some other stuff. I do have a gripe. We're not recording with the GoPros today, specifically the new Hero 12 that we just bought, because 5 days after I got it, they all went on sale for 20% off. So I reached out to GoPro and I said, hey, it's kind of messed up. I just bought this and now I can save $100 5 days later. To which they replied, box up the one you have that you paid full price for, ship it back to us, we'll pay for the shipping, return it, we will refund the full cost price, and then you can purchase a new one at a reduced discount price. So I sent the brand new GoPro back that they paid to ship here and they're paying to ship back, so I can buy one for $100 less that they will pay to ship me here. So they're going to ship something 3 times and then have to sell a brand new GoPro for a reduced price because it's now been used. Because they don't have anything in place where they could just, send me a max mod lens or, a couple extra batteries, something like that. They would rather pay for all that shipping. I don't know how business works, so the YouTube channel will probably be a total flop. Our merch will probably be terrible. This thing will all come crashing down in like another 2 episodes because apparently I don't know how business works. So, anyways, enough griping. Let's get into the bumper.
Well, I'm glad I went and did a bunch of donuts and stuff in the mud before I did the rear bumper. Anyways, so it looks like I gotta disconnect these. There's a tree branch. Nice. So I'm gonna do the lights, the trailer connection. See if we can find a harness section for the sensors, and then there's our connection for the rear camera, so we can extend that and get our camera back. So I guess we're gonna start taking this apart. Well, this is an interesting development. My AEV diff is leaking. That is from being in here about 12 hours. So I'm gonna tighten down the cover a little more, check the levels. That's disheartening. Hopefully it's just, snug it down a little bit more, otherwise I'll have to go get a gasket and we'll have to dump all the brand new AMS oil out and buy new, and there's $100 because of the leaky diff. Sweet! Alright, so I got down here. I'm gonna snug these up, tighten them up a little bit more. I tightened them to torque them to spec when I installed the cover. And I drove it for 50 miles. And then I re-torqued to spec, and I just put the Torx bit in, and they are loose, finger loose. This is no bueno. I have to inspect these gears. All right, we're gonna Take a look in this thing. Hopefully it's not ugly. Nothing's really cooperating today, and it's starting to get pretty frustrating, to say the least. Well, there's lots of oil in there still, so I guess that's good. So let's see just how much oil is still in there. Man, everything is loose. I don't know what to do. I mean, everything is loose on this diff cover. I guess I'm gonna have to do tighten everything or something. Everything is fighting today. I don't know how everything is perfectly in the way. It's exhausting. Well, we didn't lose too much. I'll put a little extra in there just to be sure. All right. There's the connections that I have to get to. Fun.
We all probably remember this moment from the last video. Removing the bumper and all the fails. I think the bumper is ready to remove. This is also the secret to how we put the front bumper on with just two people. We use the exercise bench, set it on it, has a 400-pound capacity, bumper weighs under 400 pounds, so it worked. So let's try and get this muddy, disgusting thing off. Hopefully it comes off. Are you ready? Count me down. 1, 2, 3. I think I see the issue. Looks like there's 2 more bolts right here in the middle. This is a concerning thing. Several of the fasteners, including factory fasteners, or the rear bumper, weren't much more than finger tight. Discovered diff cover thing. This thing likes to chatter the rear axle a lot. I wonder if it's shaking itself to death. Probably going to need to upgrade the shocks if it's going to keep doing this to prevent the chatter. This also has the grill. Got to go on the wall of shame. Currently it's making the chain. Thing has a torque arm on the rear forelink, and Thurin makes the kit to fix the need for that. I guess these axles are known for a little wrap with the forelink. So, anyways, attempt number 2.
Well, today is turning out to be quite the day of discovery. See, I'm getting ready to dig through all this gravel and mud, start removing the sensors and the wiring. And I've been chasing an electrical gremlin on the trailer for a little bit now. Just started not long ago. I go to start removing stuff, and the plug to the trailer connection isn't even snapped in. I don't know if the truck shook it loose or if it was just never connected. So all the things that I've diagnosed on the trailer and all the work I've done to try and fix the electrical problems on it probably never existed because that. It's a day of discovery. Awesome. All right, back at it. So the next step is we have to take these existing bolts out, and then we put this bracket up in its place. So several bolts have been loose on this job so far. So let's see if the frame bolts are loose. Nope, that one's not. Pretty snug. Guess that's a good thing. And it looks like the nuts that these bolts thread into are actually spot welded on the back of the bracket here. So I don't think they're going to fall off. All right. Bracket on. You know, if this bracket were on the A team, it would be B.A. bracket. We're going to need an extension to work on these now. Alright, so the next step is to put the trailer connections in, and it sits in this adapter here. Just clicks in, and then this adapter goes in here. Now this is the hardware that came with it. It's pretty small, and then if you put it in there, no washer versus washer, it's pretty sloppy. So I dug around as I save all the nuts and bolts, and I found these here. And these are from like some cheap Amazon office furniture. But it's a carriage bolt. And when I put the carriage bolt in here, watch when I flip it over, it's a perfect fit. And even better, when I put it in here, it is literally so tight I have to wiggle the bolt in. And look how clean that looks. So I'm going to be putting office furniture carriage bolts in my road armor bumper because I think it looks a lot better. And I'm going to be Loctiting everything from now on because of the amount of stuff that I am finding loose under the truck. Alright, so I think this thing's ready to go on. It's been a real pleasure, so we'll see what happens. This wiring harness is just... really hard to try and lift it on there. Well, of course, it fought me, but it's on there. So now we've got road armor rear bumper. I got my backup camera once again, so my 360 cam works again. Got the bumper. Looks like just might have a little light from that light still. I got the parking lights to work too. So overall, I guess it works. So, I've been looking at the black sheep, and I think it's gonna have to be a donor because I don't use the black sheep very much. And I was thinking it could be the donor for this. we're all done with our Sunday here. And just got done taking a shower and was calling it a day, and got on the old Facebook to do some social media updating, and sounds like there's a lot of stuck people out here at Jim Creek, and it's right down the road here, so we're gonna go out and see if we can get some people out. I know better than to go far back, so we'll see how many are back areas we will be willing to go to. I'm all about helping, but I know this time of year is not a good time to go play around out there, so let's see what we can do to help some people and maybe have an adventure. Or we might just be going to Jim Creek and getting stuck ourselves and needing somebody to come get us. So see what's going on out here. So while we're driving along here, I'll just give you the update on everything. We did inspect the gears on the rear end from the leaky diff cover, and everything was good. We checked the front diff cover. Perfect, so no issues there. We did do some work on the rigged Ultra Swing. I got the license plate light wired up, and it's a quick connect under the bumper. And then I also got the rear view camera mounted on the tire carrier, so I have the 360 view camera and a backup camera again, which is nice. And it's on a quick connect too, so I can still just simply pull the cross pin and undo the wedge and slide the Ultra Swing off, and I'm back to stock configuration. So that's pretty sweet. I did have to remount some of the holes on the jerry can mount. It doesn't fit correctly with the 37s I have. It's super tight. It was putting pressure on it. You couldn't seat the tire right, so I actually just reamed those out and moved it over about 3/8 of an inch, and now it doesn't touch or rub or anything. It goes on nice and easy. So I fixed that up, and then I ran all the wiring and secured it in place, so it's real nice and clean. And then we of course got the road armor bumpers on, the front one last weekend, and then this one we did yesterday. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. So we have everything back on the truck, minus the tent. So we're almost back up to weight capacity here. Just thought I'd give you an update on that while we're driving along. All right, well, we're almost here, so we're gonna start heading down the trail and we'll see what we find.